All right, good morning, everyone. We are live for our spiritual mindfulness moment. So come and join. This is our time of quiet contemplation together. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Welcome. This is our mindfulness moment time for the week as we're learning to walk a life full of emotional and spiritual well-being together. For many of us who have lost our community of faith, this is a time of spirituality, contemplation together, of connection, of loving one another, loving humanity, connecting together, and connecting to the divine world around us. And I like to use incense when I'm going into a sacred moment. So I have some incense burning, but whatever you do to get comfortable, to tell yourself, your core, that we're about to go into a sacred moment together. Hi, Charles. Good to see you this morning. So just get comfortable. And I like to have the nectar of earth of coffee with my spiritual moment, my mindfulness. So what does it take for you to know in your spirit, in your core, that you're moving into a moment of spirituality and sacredness? Let me know, and also let me know where you're joining from. Sorry, adjusting my cameras. We're doing a special live on Facebook today. I don't normally do this on the Facebook page, but just trying to give more opportunity for people to access the spiritual life that we're walking out together in unconventional ways, pursuing that spirituality in the 21st century rather than just being hung up with arguing about how it was lived up in the first century. So come join me. Let me know where you're joining from. Knowing your place where you are is connecting for us. And I'm in Fresno, California. My name's Paul. And I would love to know where you're joining from this morning. And so our spiritual mindfulness moment is just a time where we connect our spirits together, we connect to heaven, and are empowered and inspired by our spirituality together. And I'll have a Bible passage we'll use from the Judeo-Christian Bible. So I'm just looking that up right now because I had worked on it last night, but I didn't have it up on my computer. So let me know where you're joining from. Hi, Albany, Georgia on TikTok. Hi, San Antonio on TikTok. Chula Vista on TikTok. And you guys on YouTube, let me know where you're joining from, or on Facebook. We do this every Tuesday morning, and then it's preserved on my YouTube channel for you to go there anytime during the week that you want to have a moment of solitude and mindfulness. Cyber Poets here from Ohio. Love it. So just get yourself very relaxed, take cleansing breaths. Let's just get in the moment of mindfulness. That it's a time where we're going to be very aware of our spirit, very aware that we're more than just a body and a physical being. And I like to use prayer beads given to me by my friend Curtis. Hi, Curtis. Curtis and Rosie, I should say. They both gave them to me, and it's a very beautiful set of beads. It's not a rosary. It's really a prayer beads from the Buddhist tradition. But for me, they're just ways to help me focus in on where my spirit's going in the moment. All right, so we'll just give a few more minutes for folks to join in. Let me know where you're joining from, and let's share in this mindfulness moment together. start to think about yourself as a spirit. Thank you guys for the likes and the shares on TikTok. Roses and gifts. You guys are awesome. You can let somebody know about this moment if you like, that they can come join, but just start being aware of yourself as a spiritual being. Yeah, thank you, Cyber Poet. Sometimes we're not even aware of ourselves as a physical being, but when we start to understand that there's a spirit inside of here, it actually helps us be more aware of our physical presence as well. It helps us be present to our physical presence as well. So deep breath. Breathing in that positiveness of us being together and just letting go of the anxiety for the moment. Those anxieties that you're carrying in your muscles and your shoulders and your neck and your face and your cheek, your gut, they'll still be there when we're finished, but you can let them go for this moment. Hi, Tennessee. Glad you're with me. So let's just make a covenant together to put our anxieties to the side for now. If an anxiety comes up, just see yourself saying, okay, I'm going to set that over there for the moment. I'll be able to pick it back up. I can let my muscles all tighten back up as soon as I'm finished, if I choose to. But I can also choose for the moment to set them aside. Really let your chair support your physical weight so that your spirit can start to be freed from having to manage what's going on around you. You have to carry far too much in your daily life. You're taking on things that are not yours to carry, and your body's telling you about it. And today we're going to set your spirit free for a moment from that connection to your body so that it can better help the body to manage what's happening. So do you have that image in your mind of just seeing yourself as spirit, and that your spirit can actually be bigger than your body, can be more present than your body, that you can have an understanding in a given moment, more of you as spirit than as physical presence? And even if you're an evangelical Christian, you're a Christian on here saying, this is different than I know, this does not violate Scripture. It actually goes along with what the Bible says, that your body is a temple of the Spirit of God, and the connection to that Spirit of God is your spirit. You are, according to Paul, for those of you who are Paulians and followers of Paul, you are seated in heavenly realms right now. And you can have access to bring that heaven into the present, as Jesus said, on earth as it is in heaven, and advance the kingdom. This is biblical. We're connecting to that presence of the Spirit of heaven, whatever that spirit looks like to you. And by the way, for those of you who just joined, we love to see where you're joining from. Helps us connect together to know. So just be aware of your spirit and just start to think of our spirits connecting. That we're connected as divine beings in heaven and as humans with one another. Hi, San Diego. Glad you're here on TikTok. And that when we understand our connection of love and hope and energy together, that we are more powerful, that we are paracletes, those that come alongside one another in spirit and walk together, share each other's burdens, that things get lighter when more than one are carrying it. So everybody who's commenting on the screen and said where they're joining us from, and me and you are connected in spirit today. Just feel the extra power and weight lifted, the hope that comes with being paracletes for one another, of walking alongside one another in spirit, in Holy Spirit with one another. I love that feeling of knowing I'm something bigger than just this physicalness that sometimes we're taught to hate. The church teaches us to hate this body. And I think that's very bad teaching. And our spirit starts to help us understand that as the holder and carrier of our spirit, this is all beautiful, even in our scars. So feeling our spirits connected, let's read a passage from the Judeo-Christian Bible. So Isaiah 61, Isaiah was a prophet who lived probably, now I don't remember off the top of my head. I was going to say 2,000 years before Jesus and before the New Testament, but that maybe is 1,000. That's a long time, way before. And Isaiah 61 says, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me." We're seeing ourselves as spirit. "Because the Lord has anointed me to bring good news to the poor. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives and the opening of the prison to those who are bound." Thank you for the gift there on TikTok. "To proclaim the year of the Lord's favor." And that's where Jesus stopped quoting this passage. And so we stop there and go on to grant those who mourn in Zion a beautiful headdress instead of ashes, the oil of gladness instead of mourning, the garment of praise instead of a faint spirit, that they may be called oaks of righteousness. That's you today. The planting of the Lord. They shall build up ancient ruins. They shall raise up former devastations. They shall repair the ruined cities, the devastation of many generations. And you shall be called the priest of the Lord. And then here's the part that I really want to emphasize today in Isaiah 61, verse 8. "For I, the Lord, love justice. I hate robbery and wrong. I will faithfully give them their recompense, and I will make an everlasting covenant with them." Yeah, Jamie, we got a couple of people that can't handle the freedom of trolling. So please mute them for the moment. So feel what we're hearing in that passage, that the message of the Bible isn't become Christian. It is to understand our connection with God. Yeah, let's see. Ginger Troll, who has a very appropriate name. And there you go. You got it. Thank you, Jamie. Yeah. And we'll have discussion. If you want to have discussion at the end of our session, you can do that. But just being rude doesn't necessarily constitute bringing something of value to the table. So our spirit's connected and understanding what we're hearing in this biblical passage, that the Bible isn't about becoming a Christian. It's understanding a connection of spirit to heaven, of partnership between humanity and heaven, that says, I can walk powerfully and not be a victim. I can be set free from the bondage of my need for justice. In here, we have just an inherent need that says, I need to be safe and valued and have purpose. I need to know that I'm not going to be destroyed. I need to know that I matter to somebody other than myself. And I need to know that I have a reason for existing, a purpose. And that's what we're always striving for. And so sometimes when our actions don't match up to our personality, it's because something inside of us is saying, I need justice. Yeah, feel that feeling. Hear that in your spirit. Where is it crying out for justice in you? And when that voice is crying out, I need justice, and we're responding out of being a victim to that need for justice, we will respond in unhealthy ways. We may lash out at somebody. We may have rage. We may have an eating binge. We may have a Netflix binge, something to either try to overcome the pain of that feeling or to placate and medicate the pain of that feeling. And what we want is to say, yes, I'm feeling a pain of injustice, so I want to understand where justice comes from. And it comes from me understanding myself as a powerful being connected with something of the divine that I can bring to the table. So that when somebody tries to make a victim out of me, I say, I refuse to be a victim. I refuse to have a soul tie with you that so needs justice between you and me that I walk in the pain of never seeing that justice fulfilled, but that I have some options at hand. One is to say, I am powerful and I can walk powerfully in the middle of this injustice. Like Jesus said, if forced to go a mile, the powerful place is to go 2 miles. You don't own me. You can make me by law do something or make me by power do something, but you can't make me go the 2nd mile, and I'll do that to show you that I'm more powerful than the situation. That's one way. And then the other way is what we read in the passage. It says, the Lord loves justice. Heaven, the divine, loves justice. I believe there is a reckoning at the end of this life for all our deeds. I do not believe we're sent to hell for eternity for smoking a cigarette or having sex. But I do believe there will be a moment as we pass from this life to the next where we will understand what we've done in this life. There will be a reckoning of justice. And so that need for me in justice, that need in me for justice, I can say, I'm powerful and will not be a slave to this need. And I'm going to trust that justice will be had even if I don't see it on this dirt. And what that does is it gives me the power to love even my enemies, but more so, it gives me the power to love myself. So I tell you that injustice that has reigned in your life, you can sit with that injustice. You can feel that part of you that's crying out for justice because you have the knowledge that you are powerful and that there will be an ultimate reckoning of justice for that situation. Thank you guys for the likes and the hearts on both TikTok and Facebook and YouTube. So let's go into a time of mindfulness now, feeling that I can be free from a need for justice because I am powerful and I understand the reckoning of heaven as we pass from this life to the next, that there will be justice in this situation. So get very comfortable in your chair. Take a deep breath and hold it at the top for a while and let it out really slowly to cleanse you. We're going to do that 5 times. So take a deep breath in, you hold it at the top, suck in as much as you can, and then let it out very slowly to bring that relaxation to your body as your spirit takes control of the moment. Let's do it. Number 1. Feel that release of the tension. 2. That's 3. Now feel the power of your spirit as you breathe in. Number 4. Powerful and fearfully and wonderfully made. Lovers of justice, not fearful of victimization. And 5. Now imagine yourself, as we do each time we go to a space, a sacred space in our imagination, in our spirit, where we can sit with the divine, sit with God as you imagine God to be. Now, God doesn't have to be anything you've been told by anybody else. God can be a presence. God can be nature. In the Bible, God says, I am that I am, or I will be that I will be. That God transcends a human definition of a being with 2 eyes and a nose and a mouth. That God is much more than that. So picture yourself in a space where you can imagine having a sense of that presence of the divine with you. For those of you who join regularly, you could go there very quickly in your imagination, in your spirit. For some of you, this may be new. So picture a place in nature where you sensed a connection with heaven, with the divine, or a space that you were safe in your life, that you loved to go to. See yourself there now as a spiritual being in your imagination, sitting in that space. And imagine what it would feel like to have a sense of the divine of heaven with you there. What would you feel? What would you see? What would you smell, hear, taste, touch? Let the senses of your spirit experience heaven permeating you in this moment. For some, there may be some gratefulness welling up in your heart right now. Feel that gratefulness. I'm so grateful for this moment. I'm so grateful for my spouse, my partner, my friends, my children, my family, those who know me and care about me, those who want to see me have justice and strength and power. I'm so grateful for them. And you can feel their spirit paraclete with you, come alongside in this beautiful moment of your spirit connected to heaven. Or maybe in this moment, you're feeling some of that injustice and you're like, I was mistreated. Feel yourself imagining what it would be like. And this may not be a total definition of your experience, and that's okay. But for this moment, imagine what it was like to be so powerful of a person, so deeply rooted in your self-identity that you could say, that thing doesn't touch me anymore. Not a denial, not a it never happened to me, but an understanding that it happened to you, and that there's a justice to be had out of your identity of power as a powerful being, and out of understanding that there is a justice in eternity to be had. A reckoning of our deeds that comes and is purified with the fire of heaven. Jamie says she's feeling very grateful this morning. Yeah. So feel what you're feeling as you're connected to the divine in your sacred space. Take deep breaths if you need to get yourself centered again. If your mind wanders somewhere, put that thing aside. Deep breath to center yourself right here, connected with all of us together and connected with the divine. And I want you to say this about yourself. Let your mouth say it out loud and let your ears hear it. Say, I am powerful. I am powerful. I am powerful. I am powerful. I deserve justice. I deserve justice. And I deserve justice. And I will have justice because I am powerful. Our declaration that we're starting to do every week now is to declare over ourselves a basic, I am good and I deserve good things to happen. I am good because I exist. I am good because I am human. I deserve good things to happen because I am a part of this beautiful world of the universe as a human being. Not a human doing. I don't deserve good things because I do good things. I deserve good things because of my being, that I am a human being worthy of good things. And I declare that over you today. And for some of you, your experience may be, well, that's not my experience. And so I can't believe that about myself, that I deserve good things or that I am good. I've been told that I'm a sinner and dirt saved by grace. And I tell you, that is a man-made religion, and it is a religious lie. It doesn't even match the theology of the Bible. But the truth is that our Judeo-Christian story is that heaven has covenanted with humanity to walk together, to paraclete us, to walk alongside one another, and we can access those blessings at any moment of the justice of heaven. So I declare over you, you deserve justice today. You deserve good things to happen because you are inherently good and worthy of good things. And I stop the voices that would tell you anything differently today. Say it one more time. I am good and I deserve good things to happen. So I bless your spirit. I bless the essence of who you are. And I tell you that I see the inherent value in you. I see that you are good and deserving of good things to happen. And I banish the voice today of anyone who has told you differently. Say that voice does not hold power over you, for you are a powerful person. And I bless you with that today. Now, with gratefulness, let's be thankful to heaven for the divine for joining us in our sacred moment. Release our connection to heaven, to the divine. Now just look at your device with gratefulness for those who have connected with you in spirit today. I am grateful for you and grateful that you connected with me today. Those of Buddhist practice would say, Namaste, I see the light in you. Katie Keene says that human being, human doing thing really resonated with me. It really mattered. Thanks. I'm grateful for you, Katie, for you connecting and hearing. And let's come back here together now. One last deep cleansing breath. Yeah. So if you need to move on with your day, I bless you in your day to go forward knowing your true value and your true power of who you are. If you want to stay a few minutes, I'll stay for just a bit and chat with you and answer any questions or share any thoughts. Thank you, Constance Eliza, for the likes. Jamie said, I thought we did this on Wednesday. I'm sorry, Jamie. I should have let you know. I'm moving it to Tuesday. Since I have Evangelicalish on Wednesday, it just made for a very long day to do it on Wednesday. So yeah, I'm moving it. Sandy on YouTube says, thanks, Pastor Paul. For those of you who appreciate what I do and want to be a part of helping it out, you can join financially and help. You can also, by going to my website, pastor-paul.com. It's a brand new website for our team. Jamie said, I literally went, oh, it's Wednesday, duh, and just realized it's Tuesday. Yes, I'm sorry. I should have let you know, Jamie. You're so awesome to help out. As a moderator, we moved it to Tuesday because Wednesdays were just such a long day with Evangelicalish in the evening. So yeah, if you go to pastor-paul.com or click the link tree in my bio on TikTok or Facebook, you can be a part of financially supporting what I do. There are various levels you can subscribe at. If you're on YouTube, you can just point your camera at the screen. It'll take you there. You can sign up for my newsletter and subscribe by clicking on that Support Pastor Paul link or clicking on the login button on the site and creating an account. You'll have access to my blogs, to my community chat space, where you can ask questions anytime you want, all of those things. So pastor-paul.com. I don't take up tithes and offerings in the services that I offer. I refuse to be beholden to donors. And so I sell subscriptions in our support community and offer some great stuff for those that do. So pastor-paul.com. You'll also see we'll be releasing this week some information about our next Deconstruction U discussion groups coming up, where we go through the 9 major questions of deconstructing our faith together. So there's a lot of cool stuff on there. All right. Does anybody have any thoughts, questions, anything you want to ask? Do you want to share what you were feeling in your time of mindfulness today? Do you have any questions about that, or just questions about anything in general? I love to take just a few minutes at the end of all of this to give room. Jamie says it was a great meditation. Thank you. So thank you for going to pastor-paul.com. Make sure you have the dash, pastor-paul.com, and all of that is linked in the link tree on TikTok. Also, I'll put up on the screen on YouTube just all the things we do in pursuing the unconventional spiritual life. Oh, that's the wrong one because it says Mindfulness Moment is on Wednesday. We have the Post-Evangelical podcast. We have a great one being released this week on Thursday. Pastor Paul's Bible Talk on most Saturdays. Sunday Community. All the things you can do as we are pursuing emotional and spiritual well-being together in community for people who may have lost their faith community but don't want to lose the spiritual side of their life. All right, I'm going to stop my music. All right. Thoughts, questions? You want to share anything that you felt in the time of meditation? Victoria says, oh man, just missed it. Was thinking this was tomorrow. Sending love to you. Victoria, I've moved it to Tuesday because Wednesday was just such a long day with the Evangelicalish podcast in the evening. So this will be on Tuesdays from now on, but it is on my YouTube channel. You can watch it anytime you want. There is a whole playlist of mindfulness moments where you can pick and choose whichever one you want. And so you didn't miss it. It's still there. It's on YouTube and you can watch it, do it anytime you need a mindfulness moment. But thank you for that kind statement and love to you as well. I see your humanness and I love your humanness. Victoria says, I'll see you next Tuesday. What happens on Thursday? I release a new podcast every other Thursday, the Post-Evangelical Podcast. And this week I have Dan McClellan. Some of you may know Dan as a TikTok creator. He's a Bible theologian, and he's just going to talk about major misconceptions of the Bible, how we get the Bible wrong when we don't understand how the Bible is put together and when we don't understand what it's saying. So that's every Thursday. Then Saturdays, my Bible talk, where I talk about the things we see in the Bible. Thank you, Constance. We'll see you on Tuesday as well. And again, if you go to pastor-paul.com, sign up for the support community, you can actually sign up for absolutely free and just get the basic of what we do, or for as little as $5.99 a month. You can have access to our community chat room, to my novel in audiobook form, to the commentaries I make about my novel. If you go up to some of the higher levels, you can get a free autographed copy of my book and some other cool stuff. So would love for you to go be a part of the Pastor Paul support community. Just help facilitate this message that God is not mad at the world, and to be a part of pursuing emotional and spiritual well-being together. All right. Any other thoughts, questions, comments? If not, I will head off to my day as well. But I'll wait just a couple more minutes to see if anybody else has anything they want to share. I surely am honored that you all would join me for these moments. It means a lot. Your time is very, very valuable. So thank you. I see your humanness, and I tell you that your humanness is beautiful. Don't listen to what the evangelicals say. You are amazing. You're a big effing deal, as I tell my coaching clients. You are a big effing deal. I tell them, and when you realize that, you'll start living like a big effing deal. If you're constantly told you're dirt and a sinner, surprisingly, we live like dirt and sinners. Thank you, Constance, for that beautiful comment. All right, guys. Love you all. We'll see you soon. TikTok, we'll see you later. Bye-bye. And YouTube, love you guys. We will see you soon. Bye.